Hello and welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. Yerba mate is a popular tea in Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. In the leaves, you'll find caffeine and other chemicals to revive the brain and fight chronic fatigue. But it could also be used to decrease body fat. Joining me now is our own medicine hunter, Chris Kilham, to tell me what yerba mate does for my weight.
How are you, Manny?
Good.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Happy summer to you.
Thank you. Now, I got to tell you a story.
Yeah.
I traveled to Uruguay specifically for lecturing, and what I noticed when I was down there is people walk around with a little purse, men and women.
Right.
Inside the purse, you have the bowl for the mate.
Which I think they call a bombilla.
Right.
Yeah.
And a thermos with hot water.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, at any point in time, at any, whether you're having a business meeting or you're having a social gathering, whatever the case is, they take out their thermos, they put the yerba mate, which is this tea, right? And they drink it, and then they pass it along. So It's a very social thing, but they're constantly drinking this stuff. So tell me about this particular herb.
Well, yerba mate is one of the very few caffeine-bearing plants. We don't have that many in the world. And in South America, of course, you do have coffee. You've got cacao, which makes chocolate. Has a little bit of caffeine in it. Yerba mate per gram weight has more caffeine, but of course you don't use as many grams, so it kind of evens out. It has been known as a long time, as a natural stimulant.
Right.
It's very, very rich in antioxidants. So like all the other caffeine-bearing plants, it shows benefits for cell protection. But there was a recent study it was a small study, 25 obese people who were put on a regimen of yerba mate. The yerba mate group was given a gram of yerba mate extract in a capsule. Frankly, I would have rather seen the study be done with people drinking yerba mate.
Right.
But so basically they had 3 grams of this a day. They had a gram 3 times a day. And after just a couple of weeks with the group that was taking the yerba mate, there was a reduction in body fat, and with the control group, there wasn't any. This really supports something that I've been hearing actually for maybe 20 years. I've met a number of people who said, oh yeah, I used to have 10, 15 more pounds. I drank several cups of yerba mate a day. I got rid of that. So this is kind of validation of that long claim.
I mean, you follow the sort of the scientific botany approach. There are a couple of ways to metabolically lose weight.
Right.
Either you enhance the metabolic burning rate.
Right, thermogenesis, burning more calories. Right.
B, you regulate sugar control so that you have your insulin and your sugar gets better regulated through whatever chemical you're putting into your body. And 3, it suppresses appetite.
Uh-huh.
Which of those 3 pathways do you think yerba mate does, or does it all 3?
I think it does 2 of those and something else.
What?
I think that yerba mate slightly suppresses appetite.
Okay.
It unquestionably increases thermogenesis, so the burning of calories. It probably has a mild diuretic effect, which, of course, reduces water weight.
Right.
But it also contains a lot of a cousin of caffeine called theophylline, which we suspect has significant weight control properties, and it contains a group of antioxidants called the chlorogenic acids, which have previously been studied in coffee for their role in stabilizing blood sugar, which is what you're talking about, thereby suppressing the production of new body fat, and additionally inhibiting certain enzymes in the liver. Basically, the net effect is lower blood sugar, lower fat production. So it seems to work in a number of ways.
Now, as I said at the introduction, this is sort of the popular tea that most of South American countries do on a routine basis. So it's a commercial product for the most part. if somebody asked me, hey, how much yerba mate do I need to drink daily? What would you suggest would be the appropriate amount?
If they were looking to control weight, if they wanted to see some weight
I
loss,
need to control weight. How much yerba mate should I take?
3 big cups a day, Dr. Manny.
So 1 for breakfast, 1 after lunch, and maybe 1 in the afternoon tea time.
Yeah, and you can do it 2 ways. You can get at natural food stores, you can get loose yerba mate.
So yeah, let's talk about what's commercially available.
Okay. Lots of yerba mate is commercially available. Kind of the pioneers of this.
Find it. We could find it here in the U.S. in most markets.
Most markets.
Right.
You can get it loose, like the company Guayaquil has big bags of it loose.
Right.
Tazo and the others have tea bags.
Tea bags.
So if you just want the convenience of, pulling out a tea bag, throwing it into a cup of hot water, you can do that. What I like about the loose is that you can control it, and yerba mate is a pleasant tasting tea, so you can make it a little bit
bitter.
Strong.
It's a little bitter.
It's astringent too, yeah. I'm used to it. My taste buds, I know they're.
You
I
live in the Amazon, baby.
I make no excuses.
Right. All right. And also, how about the pill forms?
I'm not a big fan. I work with botanical extracts companies. I think that extracts play a key role. But I would say if you can get something in food form, if you can drink yerba mate, my opinion is you're going to get more benefit.
Right.
And also, you might come to really like it. I've come to really like yerba mate. And you can, flavor it up if you want to.
All right. Okay, so the new tea.
Yerba mate.
Yerba mate it is. Thank you so much. And information on your website?
MedicineHunter.com. I'm trained.
There you go.
MedicineHunter.com.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manny.
And if you have any health questions, tweet me at Dr. Manny on Fox. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.